Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today it's round 2. We're taking a look at the Jazz Chorus Guitar Amp by Nembrini. It's based off the JC-120 from Roland JC-120. Hello, welcome back. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, and I hope you're doing okay. So, we're going to jump in today, and this ain't going to be too much of a long stream. It's a guitar amp. We're just going to cover a couple of things, have a bit of a play through the presets, show you where everything is, and then we're going to get out of here for today because there's a lot of things I need to prepare for over the next couple of days. And one of those is, of course, this, something I am super excited about. Tomorrow on the show, Justine Casper is coming on the show, and I'm going to have the pleasure to spend 2 hours with this amazing woman. And I am super pumped. She's going to pick a whole bunch of songs that she loves from this community, and we're just going to shoot the shit, and you guys are just going to love it. Or else, you know what I'm saying? You'll love it or you'll suffer the consequences. So, I'm very excited for tomorrow. Indeedy do. Let's jump into today's app. I'll say hello to you all in a moment. We are taking a look at Nembrini's new Jazz Chorus Guitar Amplifier. It is $9.99. It works on all iOS devices, so it's not picky or anything like that. Here we go. So I'll tell you down here, it works on iPod Touch, iPhone, iPad, even Apple Vision, if you're crazy enough to own one of those. Yes, indeed, this is a smashing sounding app. It is also available from Nembrini as a desktop version, so you can grab it on the desktop. Let's click on it and find out more. How much is it going to cost you there? It is $29.99. It says here slashed from $137 to $29.99. So if you want to go grab that now, you're going to save a crap load of money. It works on your desktop. So, of course, Mac and Windows computers if you prefer to do it that way. But it's also on iOS for a smidgen of the price because that's how iOS rolls. So what is this thing based off, my friends? Well, it is the JC-120. It's an amp from the 70s. It's a Roland amp, first introduced in 1975. The Jazz Chorus is one of the few guitar amps that can truly be called a legend. If you're a guitarist, you've met somebody who has one of these. I had one of these when I was younger and loved it. It was very cool. It's got wheels on it, man. So, yeah, it was their flagship. 40 years, they're still around. It is the undisputed king of clean, as they say here. It's just one of those amps that is just, you can't fault it. Everyone's seen one. Everyone's been in a band with one. You may have owned one yourself. They're pretty bloody good. That's just the way it goes. Classic stuff. I have created a little thing here in Logic to play for you. And I've got 3 guitar tracks in here. 1, 2, 3. And I've got a different tone on each of them. And we just got some bass here and drums and just a piano, all using the Logic BizBoo, whatever that means. And let's shut me up and play it. Let you hear what it sounds like. Let's ouch. Pretty nice sounding stuff. What do you think? I think so. So as I said, we've got 3 tones in here. I'm just going to select them. All right, so that's our first channel there. We'll show you this one here. This is the chug, just to give it something underneath. Really nice chug, man. And we got this little solo. So I'm definitely not using any other effects or anything like that. This is all just what is built in to the amp itself. I'm going to come over here and we'll focus on this track here. I'll break out the guitar in a second as well. So that's soloed. Let's open up the app and show you something very interesting about this. I have to say I like, and I'm not sure about at the same time. Very different interface for Nembrini. I've been using Nembrini apps for a fucking long time, and this is very different looking. Is this going to be their new aesthetic going forward? I kind of hope so, and kind of not liking one thing. There's only one thing I really don't like about it, but we'll cover that. Before I jump in, let's say hello to everybody who's been kind enough to join me here today. We have, of course, I'm trying to get where I'm at from the last show. We got Justine, we got Ali, we got Leela, hello, Mick Turner, we got Joe, Glenn, Clayton Von Clues, Dynamite Throw, g'day. Anyone else I'm missing? Dell is back. Dell is back. I think I've got most of you. If I've missed you, I do apologise. There's probably more up the top that I've missed, but thanks for hanging out. Again, it's going to be very short what we're doing here today. So getting back to the aesthetic of this. Okay, so it is very different. If I load up right now another Nembrini app, let's just go in and do a search for, we'll go by, where are we? I think it should be under Nembrini, MN. Sometimes they're not. Nembrini Audio. Let's load up, I don't know, something like Hardball. So you'll be very used to this look. This was the look we had across the top here, the little hamburger icon and the little plus and minus to go through presets. Your A and B, your presets here, that every app, every one of them looked exactly the same on iOS. Your copy, paste, save your presets, then to flick through these. So very similar aesthetic for all of these, but have a look at the difference. Very, very different stuff. And I think I like it. The only thing I'm not sure about is the way you access the presets now. I find they're a little bit more fiddly. It's an extra press I need to do, and I don't want to spend more time pressing shit. I just want to find my presets. See, I would have thought I could click on this right here and just get a preset drop down. I know in Logic it's a little bit different. You can come over here and you can pick presets this way in your side panel in Logic, so you can do that as well. That's cool. Whatever. But within the app, I would have thought I could just press here, but no, I have to press this menu now and then come over here and then hit factory defaults. And there's our thing. And we can go back a folder. We can go home and close this. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. You can load, save. You've got some options in here as well. So this is where everything is, your options, MIDI assignment, all that kind of stuff that you would normally have found in a different place. Output volume to the side, input volume to the left-hand side. And now we have this cleaner look. Hello, Ed Zielinski. So much cleaner look. So yeah. That's my only gripe, okay? That's it. The rest, I really like the new aesthetic. If they stick with this and maybe, I don't know, just right here, make this a button so I can just click on the presets, that would be rad. That would be perfect. There you go. So what I like about this, just let's talk about this that jumped out straight at me. Normally with these skeuomorphic apps that you have, you've got your volume buttons, you know, so skeuomorphic means they try and make it look like the real amplifier, and you can turn the volume, and it's a little bit fiddly. What they've done, if you notice, they've added these volumes down the bottom. So if I turn the volume here, you can see down the bottom it's moving as well. I kind of like this. because sometimes moving the actual cartoonish, photorealistic knobs, I don't know. There's people in both sides who, you know, like skeuomorphic and don't like skeuomorphic. It's nice to have both the options down here. We have a brightness on and off, so you can do that here as well. Bright on and off, pretty much exactly the same as the actual amplifier. Volume, treble, middle, bass. You got a distortion. Let's hit play. Bring up some distortion. I really like this distortion. It's really nice. Very, very nice distortion. We've got our treble, middle, our bass. Hey, Shangy. Oh. Nice and subtle. You can just bring that distortion in nice and subtly. So we've got a nice reverb here as well too. So let's take out the reverb. Let's talk about we've got a vibrato and chorus here on the end. You can control the depth and speed. We'll start with the vibrato. Well, you know what, Barry? They still are the dog's bollocks, I think. There's a reason they still exist. Let's switch over to our chorus. So again, we have the buttons down here. So I find it a lot easier to use the buttons down here to go between our chorus. So let's check out our chorus. Beautiful chorus. Add a bit of distortion in there just to give it some crunch. Nice. Hey, Seven Dust. Teddy Rains, g'day. All right, so that's nice. Let's take out the chorus and leave it to none. So over here is where you can do that. You can turn it off. This, I really like this as well. So this top aesthetic where you're flicking between things with these four little, this looks very non-skeuomorphic. Very nice design, very simple. You understand what's going on. Pedals, amp, microphones, and your effects chain at the end here. So what have we got in the way of pedals? We've got a noise gate. We've got a compressor. We've got an auto swell. So a wah essentially. You can sync to the DAW or you can have it free roaming, yeah, so free roaming. You can sync it once you turn this little button on here. We've got your times, you know, quarter, eighth, all that kind of stuff, dotted eighths, all that, what you would normally expect. So that's your auto swell. We've got a fuzz as well as the distortion. Listen to that fuzz, man. Very decent. That's one of the best fuzz pedals I think I've heard in a fucking long time. That's pretty decent, Gary Hubbs. Let's go on all the eyes down, Gary Hubbs, 88. So not only that, you've got that distortion in here that you can chug up as well. Let's hear that. Very decent stuff. So those pedals are pretty swish. Nice little additions in there. Add them as you will. Your compressor, you know how a compressor works. You get your output, attack, sensitivity, all that stuff. Microphones. So I'm really loving the new microphone look as well. Much nicer. I do hope they continue on with this new design interface. I think it looks really neat and very inviting and simplified. So we've got a couple of cabinets here that you can go through. You've got the standard JC-120, which what this is based on. Let's hit play and let you hear through them. You have this 2x12 vintage 30. You've got the Fender Twin. And you've got this 4x12 P50E. You've got a Vox, of course. You can turn off your cabinet and it sounds like shit. Microphones, let's talk about them. So, condenser, dynamic, 57, ribbon. You can change the position, the distance. You can go off axis. It would be nice to have an animation to kind of see them in front of it to give you a better idea of what's going on. That's one little thing I would like. Don't know how, yeah. Okay, we'll take that back a little bit. You also have a mixer here. So for these, you've got panning, you've got mic 1, mic 2, and you've got an ambient room mic. So this is the ambient room mic. Bring in mic 2, mic 1. You got phase controls in case, because you know the deal. If you got multiple microphones running, you know, and they create shit phasing, then you can sort that out. Shit phasing, that's the technical term. You can mute them as well, so you don't have to turn them down. You can just mute them out. Nice little touch, this ambient mic here. Really digging that. So you can solo them, mute. There's your 3 mics. And finally, if we go over to the end here, is our effects rack. We've got a delay in here, so the delay's on at the moment. You can sync your delay. Feedback, spread. We've got a equalizer, yeah, so another equalizer on the end and a compressor on the end too, which you can add to so a studio compressor and an equalizer. Pretty standard stuff. All beautiful stuff. Let's run through some presets, shall we? We'll just throw it. I was going to grab out the guitar today, but we're going to make this pretty short. We'll come back over here. We'll keep using this track here, and we'll just run through some presets. as I said, presets can be found over here. Now you see what I mean about I click on a preset and it disappears. I would like to have it open like this so I can just click through them. Don't like this whole thing, click a new one, shuts down. Thankfully, in Logic, we can just open up the presets here. So we've got an Andy delay, crunch. I'm guessing this is a Cult from the band The Cult. Got a fast swell, grunge, message riff like this, nice. Mixolydian lead. So a baritone in here too. Purple arpeggio. 70 funk. Slash. Strumming. Swell arpeggio. A vibrato swell. And these video samples. So I'm assuming these, I think Nembrini dropped a small video on this as well, so I'm assuming these last four are the samples that were taken from the examples in the actual video. I'm assuming that. Don't take me to town on it, because it could be fucking wrong. It is what it is. Let's come to our default here. Shall we hear it all together? Let's do it. Oops, let's go back here and put our loop back on. I'll play a little bit, yeah, should we play a little bit? nice to me. Let's just quickly jump over to our presets and flick over one of these. I'm just going to shut my mic off. That's what we wanted. So when you run this fuzz with this distortion, sounds pretty damn wild. What do you got? There's this slash one in here too. Can we give this some fuzz? It's a bit of distortion. Some delay. Noise gate works really good. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm just going to quickly run an ad, as we normally do. Come over here, boom, run an ad. I forgot to do it. Ad's been run. You can avoid the ad by hitting the buttons and all that things. Stuff and things, and it's all good. Ad's inserted, so I can go back and sort that out later on. Pretty damn nice, yeah? $10. Can't go wrong. Buy it on desktop. It's $29. It will go up. We covered all that at the start of the show. And I think just to get out of here for today, I'll thank you all for hanging out. And I think it's well worth the money. Lastly, let's talk about, again, I really like the new design aesthetic. Really nice stuff. This is really nice, the way you're bouncing back and forward between stuff. I hope they keep this. I would love to see a button here instead of this. And a little drop down that just drop down underneath here just to let me select some presets. You can still have this option, but wow, man, just to be able to do a drop down box here, that would make life so much easier. I can't complain. Yeah, it's nice. It's great. It's wicked. I'm going to go out over here by playing the little thing we already have one more time. And I'll say goodbye to you all. Let's do this. There it is. $10. There it is on the store. $29 for desktop. Pretty sweet. Let's hope. I wonder if they're going to go back and update the rest of the apps. I don't know. Who knows? That's up to Nembrini. Great stuff, Nembrini. You always make fantastic ads. Let's go out and play this. I will see you guys later tomorrow. We got Justin Caspary coming up. And lastly, I will say, we got some big news coming up with some apps that are just about to be released. That's all hush-hush. I haven't mentioned it to anybody. They should be available in maybe 24 hours or 48 hours. We're waiting for them to hit the App Store. I'll have probably a bunch of shows on them all next week. We'll be covering them. Very good. Very exciting stuff. Lovely. Hello, Sanderwolf and Sean Chandler. Thanks for hanging out. Let's play this, and I'll see you on the flip side. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. Let's jazz.